Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we are producing, head on over to YouTube, join our channel, hit the subscribe button, and please follow Akash and I on Twitter, Akash at Manyeko0, and myself at Just Analysis 1. Taking a look at MATIC here. So, man, I don't know how long I've been talking about this setup, but this rising wedge that has been on MATIC's chart ever since October-ish. It's continued to be the upper and lower band of price action for Polygon, and despite this being, I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over, but this is like the seventh or eighth major test of the upper trend line as a source of support and resistance. We've fallen down through it. We've come back down to test the bottom of the trend line as support for the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time since October, and it looks like it's going to hold. You got the top of the cloud, bottom of the cloud there. It came down to this level as we're sitting in between the two oversold levels at 50 and 40. I believe, yeah, the optics band created the lowest low since July of 2021, and the optics bands came down to, did I say the optics? The composite index created the lowest low that it's had since July of 2021. So, and then the optics bands are now sitting at extreme oversold levels. So, yeah, this is just kind of been the same same story that we've seen it do. It's just kind of trudging higher here. The rising wedge, though, is an overwhelmingly bearish pattern, but when you look at it from a weekly perspective and adjusting for using linear regression levels to do the trend lines on the weekly chart, you get a little bit of a different viewpoint. But according to the weekly chart, that slant the slope has held as a support zone the whole time. So, but on the weekly, it looks a little like it could travel further south, but yeah, nothing really saying that's going to happen. It just looks like it in the oscillators, but price action wise, it looks like it can hold a support. So, I mean, I would see it, more than likely we'll see it bounce here, come up to 250 again to test the top of that rising wedge, and face some resistance possibly, but definitely see it bouncing up to 250. And if it drops down below the rising wedge, it doesn't necessarily mean we see a huge capitulation. And that won't happen until the Chiku span is below the bodies of these candlesticks. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If MATIC is trading at 205 or lower on Tuesday, then that could trigger some pretty big dives south to like the $1.25 zone. But otherwise, I just see it bouncing here and moving up. That's what I see for MATIC. I'll pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you, John. MATIC is it's something actually. It's been an uptrend since July 18th, and so far it seems to be holding a pretty good 160 days of uptrend. So this structure, like if you look at it from a 3D perspective, it becomes a little apparent. So the all-time high that we set here on 16th May at 2.69, or roughly $2.7 dollars, was followed by a massive downtrend, which interestingly swept below the May 4th swing low at 0.70, and then kickstarted the 160-day uptrend, right? And this sweep above the 2.70, the old all-time high, is extremely similar to what Bitcoin did. It first set up an all-time high around 65,000, and then swept above it, set up an all-time high 69,000, and then proceeded to collapse all the way down to where it is right now. So the top structure here looks exactly similar to what Bitcoin did, but as far as I'm concerned, the uptrend is still in play, because it's been producing higher highs and higher lows, and so far nothing has the price action hasn't indicated that it's going to start its downtrend. So I believe we're going to see a bounce around the 2.1 to the $2.13 level here, and I see it going up, but I don't see it producing an maybe at the very least, I think I could see it retest the 2.41, 2.42, probably go up to 2.5. But anything beyond that, I don't see it happening. In a highly bullish case, right? We could see it set up a double top here at 2.92, but that's about it considering. And the reason why I say this is because Bitcoin's outlook kind of looks bad from a long-term perspective, because I see it going down to 30K and collect liquidity resting below that. So with that in mind, I want to say that at least now I don't see MATIC forming a new all-time high at $3, or at least retesting its all-time high. But for now, I mean, not I see it going up to at least 2.4. If I'm being a little lenient, probably 2.5. From a bearish perspective, I think a breach of 1.95 would probably take it to 1.73, and I think the base or where the downtrend could stabilize is 1.65. Anything beyond this, I don't see it happening. At least not if Bitcoin heads down to 30K, or at least if Bitcoin stays around 42,000, 45,000. So yeah, that's my take on MATIC.
All right. Well, thank you, Akash, and thank you everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.